Hola. Hoy yo voy a cocinar para ti un chili con carne. I'm sorry, people. I forgot. I'm supposed to be speaking in English, but my head took me back to Mexico. Now, if you've been following my story, and if you haven't, why not? You would know that I spent an entire year living and studying in Mexico. Celaya, Mexico. All of mi familia. I lived with a wonderful Mexican family for an entire year. I was an exchange student. Normally when you do these exchange student things, you move around to 2, possibly 3 different families. But I was so in love with my family, and they were so in love with me, that I stayed the whole year. And I used to go back and visit them regularly. And to this day, Stella, silencio.
Be quiet.
Quiet. That's what you get for spoiling you, giving you food. I shouldn't have given you that steak. As you can look down here, you can see steak, and I just gave her a little bit of that. So, when I first went off to Mexico, I think it might have been the very first day I was there, and the family took us out for a meal. Now, I didn't speak a word of Spanish other than sí and no, and por favor, and gracias. That was it. So when we went to this Mexican restaurant, I'll stop. So when we got to the restaurant, I thought, hey, I speak a little bit of Spanish. Give me that menu. So they handed me the menu. I'm looking through the menu, and I swear I didn't know nothing on there except for one thing. It said chili con carne. Now, where I grew up in Philadelphia, chili con carne is this. You use minced beef, hamburger meat, some pinto beans, a bit of tomatoes, a little bit of spice. But boom, chili con carne. So when I ordered this chili con carne, my family looked at me and they said, Charita, ¿estás segura? I was like, yeah, I'm sure. And they said, are you really sure? I said, look, I grew up on chili con carne. And then they kind of giggled under their breath. And I thought, I don't know what they on about, but I'm going to show them. So when this dish arrived to the table, I looked at it and I immediately went, there wasn't a piece of minced beef in sight. There wasn't any beans in sight. It was exactly as it says on the tin. Chili with meat. Chili con carne. So it was beef steak. So I'm like, I'm going to show her. And they were like, you don't have to eat it. Because they were giggling at this point. I'm going, no, I can do it. Good googa mugga. I took the first bite, and literally you could see. Y'all see how I sweat now. I sweat now because I'm menopausal. But back then, I was no pausal.
You were 16, weren't you?
I wasn't even 16. I was 15, going on 16. Sweat. Sweat. I was like, and then they were like, and they're cracking up. They said, agua. I was going, agua. They had to pass me a jug, and I was like this. Because it was the hottest meal I'd ever had in my life. But it was delicious. And since then, I have kind of grown accustomed.
I remember we went to Spain and you and Nina were literally playing Russian roulette.
Yeah.
And I walked into the kitchen and you were both crying.
Oh, yeah.
Eating chilies, but crying and enjoying it.
Of course.
And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you crying? What's wrong with you?
I will take on a challenge. So what I thought would be really nice is for me to try and recreate my version of a chili con carne, okay? So, you know me. I don't binge nothing.
You nearly swore.
I know. I don't binge nada. Or shit. Nada.
Mom!
I freeze everything. And I went to the freezer the other day because I needed some space. And I found this massive bag of frozen meat. And when it defrosted, it was steak. So I thought, perfect. Why not make a chili con carne? So, let me turn my pan on. So the very first thing you want to do, get yourself a nice heavy bottom pan. To that, I am going to add, now I went into the supermarket looking for different kind of like Mexican type spices. And I found this chipotle. Okay.
Sorry, you found the what?
Oh, what happened?
Yeah.
Come back.
What did you find, Mum?
Chipotle.
Do you want to try and say that again?
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Yeah, chipotle.
Chipotle.
Oh my God, those are sausages.
That's why I had you say it
Oh
again.
my God, I didn't even think what I was talking about. And this. Really nice Mexican spices.
Okay, there is no shame in buying a packet.
No, none. So I'm getting me some of these spices in here. Straight to the bottom. Add a teeny bit of oil. And then to that, I'm going to add, whoa, my first batch. Oh, let's wash that.
Let me wash that for you.
Get that washed. My first batch of meat.
I'll wash that in a second.
And let me cut up my second batch. Now this is going to be all cooked in a slow cooker because I want it to be really nice and tender. And
Crock pot for those Americans.
Yeah. So let's put this in. And now let's do the last of our steaks. I'm having a party this weekend.
Yes, we are.
I've got my family coming over, and therefore I decided, hey, I need to show them how we roll here in the UK. Wherever the mama is, she can throw down a party. So we decided to have a Coming to America / Kid and Play.
House party, Kid and Play, Mum.
House party. We're having an old-fashioned house party. I got a DJ coming, so I'm cooking up this big pot of chili. I'm going to be doing some international wings. I'm doing a whole bunch of different types of wings. Wings and tings. I'm going to do some sauces, some dips, disco ball. Once we get the place decorated, I will do you a film because we're going to be filming at the party because we're going to show you how mama get down. Oh yes, oh yes. So, let's see, let's stir this up. Because what you're doing is you're not actually cooking it properly, we're just sealing it. Okay, we just want to get a little bit of color to it. Get those seasonings on it. Yeah.
Smells lovely.
That right?
Okay, you put that straight in the...
Yep, and then that's going straight in the pot. So let's get the next batch on. So we're going to put some more of my seasoning.
You haven't put any love dust in it.
I'm going to. It's going in when I put the vegetables in.
Okay. Hang on, let me just wash this bit.
Yeah, wash that other bit of meat.
Multitask.
Can you do it? Here.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, sure?
Yeah, I'm on
Just
you.
throw it under. That's it. Great. Alright, now, to this, we're going to also add some onions, some peppers. Gotta have a chili. So, this chili I'm going to actually slice. So let's slice this. Also, let's get this in.
What's that? Oh, is that the chipotle?
That's, yeah,
Okay.
my chipotle. Ooh, smell that, smoky.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's
That would be
lovely.
great in a barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's nice. That's good. Oh no, I'm just going to add it to my spaghetti bolognese. I better not, the kids won't eat it. So let's just get this stirred up. Nice. Woo, yes. So, any of y'all been to Mexico? Drop me a line. I want to know how many Mexican friends I got out there. I'm going to call my family and tell them they better watch this because I done several shout outs to them. Hi Lupita. Hola Carlos. Berta. Yes. Laurita. all the kids. Lorena. Oh, Lorena's passed away.
Oh.
Yes. Rafa, Rosie, Pepe. These are all my brothers and sisters. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this. Woo! Yes, into the pot. Now,
The spices went straight up my nose.
So, now, I'm going to take this and add my veg. Yes, that spices are really add my veg and my chilies. Bit more, some more of this spice. And then I'm going to add some fresh cumin. Some ground cumin. Bit of garlic. And let's stir this all up. Okay, now I'm doing this because you do release flavors when you toast them off.
Hold on.
So like I say, it's really good to add your spices. Good.
I'm staying back.
I'm talking about release the heat, release the flavors. We have done that big time.
I can feel spices in my nose.
So now I'm going to just give that a stir. Goodness me.
This is going to be amazing.
Now, to this, I'm going to add some pinto beans. I had a massive can.
Are they kidney beans?
Kidney beans. I've had these for a while. And I've been looking for a recipe I could use them in other than because they were catering size.
Yeah.
I did a catering job, but I didn't need these ones. So now I found something. So let's add our beans. I'm going to hold back a few because I'm going to make a bean dip. To this, I'm now going to add 2 tins of chopped up tomatoes. And let's see if we can stir that in. Oh my goodness, this is going to be good.
This is going to be good. You know what? I might risk a blockage.
A kidney bean.
I'm going to risk blockage. I'm going to eat it.
No, just eat the meat.
I'm going to spend the next day in bed suffering. It's all right. It'll be worth it. It'll taste good.
Okay, let's put that like that. Okay. Oh, this is going to be good.
Oh, I have to sneeze.
Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of salt to the top. And, okay, I'm going to add the remainder of these spices. And the added liquid, I'm going to add 1 can of lager, straight or beer. So let's add that. And that mixed in with the tomatoes and all the rest.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing.
And then, that's pretty much it. We're going to just plug this in, and I'm going to let this cook for about 5 to 8 hours.
On low or
On
high?
low.
On low.
I'm putting it on low.
Cool.
So I'm just going to have it on low, and I'm just going to let that simmer away. And when it's done, we'll come back to you with chili con carne. Ole.
There we go.
Can you see it going?
Yeah.
Hello, my peeps, I'm back. Now, you saw me start this dish. This is my chili con carne Mexican style. Well, I'll be honest with y'all. I put a whole lot of chili oil up in this thing. Therefore, I need to kind of cool it down just a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm adding, I've turned it off. It cooked for 8 hours yesterday. So I'm just going to add some fresh coriander. And then I'm going to add some cherry tomatoes. We're going to give that a stir. Come to the pot. That's it. And it thickened up lovely. I was really getting worried yesterday because you see I put so much beer in it, but it's doing okay. And now I'm just going to leave that to sit for a day to absorb it. And then when I turn it back on, it's going to cook it all up. And it's going to be good to go. So, oh Lord, it's still spicy. Wait a minute, let me see here. Let's try that. It's good. I'm thinking, you know what? Let me add a few more beans to that. Stay there. I'm going to get some more beans. Because I got some beans in here. There ain't that many, so I might as well. I said at the time I should have just added them all. So let me just add them beans. So now, I'm going to turn this back on prior to the party, about 2 hours beforehand. Just to cook that down. Make some rice. And we will be ready to go, as they say. So, there we go, peeps. Coming back at you. Bye-bye. Turn it off.